Welcome back to PA Live. Last month, Dave Portnoy launched the fundraising effort, the Barstool Fund, to help small businesses impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic.
To date, more than $20 million has been raised by over 150,000 people.
And their generosity has directly supported 92 businesses and counting.
As two Stolies ourselves, we are so happy now to welcome El Presidente himself, Dave Portnoy, to PA Live. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Dave, you come from humble beginnings, and now you're really revolutionizing the world with bringing out the philanthropist in us all. What does that mean to you?
You know, this has been something that's been pretty gratifying. That's not why we're doing it, but seeing the reaction of the small business owners when I place the call and tell them that they've been accepted into the fund and we want to help, it's been pretty overwhelming because the reactions have been, you know, they're visceral. You can see the weight being lifted. A lot of times they break down, and you can't help but be moved by it.
Absolutely, and we all know that the coronavirus has affected a lot of businesses. Many have closed their doors, resulting in many folks getting laid off. So why are you so passionate to keep that American dream alive for complete strangers across the country?
So yeah, I'm super passionate about small business because Barstool Sports, you know, I still view it that way in a lot of respects. I started myself. We've been around for 2 decades. You know, every dollar I made, I put back into the company. It took me almost 10 years before it's like, okay, I'm going to be able to do this the rest of my life. And if the pandemic hit at that point around year 10, that would have been the end of it. Like, we wouldn't have made it. My life's work would have been gone. And to think of that and to think of other small businesses in that position, it's heartbreaking. So it's something that I'm just passionate about.
It really is beautiful, Dave, to hear you talk about this. My nephew AJ was one of the first folks actually to donate to the Barstool Fund when you initiated it last month. Now, he's 24 years old. That's not usually the age bracket who is donating their hard-earned money to charity. So what do you want to say to all the young men and women like AJ who are taking their lead to help from you?
Yeah, it is moving. Listen, like you said earlier, we have 150,000 people. These are everyday people, like you said, age 24. We've had older people. I think like an 8-year-old girl donate $100 of her allowance or her college fund. So it's all types. And it's because I think we're putting a face to these small businesses. Like, it's common sense that small business and mom and pops are struggling. It's just common sense. But when you see it, it's the American fabric. It's what this country's built on. And there's so many people who just want to help others. It's what's making this fund take off. It's how we've been able to raise the money. And it's not so much me. It's just we're putting a face to it, and people know we're helping and helping quickly. There's no bureaucracy. We get the money, we give it out. And, you know, there's so much crap going on right now in this country. I think it's nice just to have something kind of with no agenda. The only goal is to help people.
And across the country, there's, you know, every community is being impacted by this, and it's so exciting when they are. And here in our area, there's a handful of businesses that have been the recipient of your famous Barstool Fund FaceTime call, and I love seeing those reactions and videos on social media.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, is this really seriously happening right now?
Very much so.
I'm like, FaceTime, who's calling me on FaceTime? I can't breathe, I'm so excited right now. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm just so happy.
Good. It makes it worth
I love
it.
my parents so much. They mean so much to me. It's just been a really hard year.
And we'll get you the money, and we'll be there for as long as this pandemic lasts, month to month. We're not going to go away, and we'll make sure that, you know, you're there to provide the services you do.
But when you reach the $20 million donation mark, you tweeted out, "We need another $20 million." What is your monetary goal now with the Barstool Fund?
So, you know, 20 million sounds like a huge number, and it is. Unfortunately, we're never going to come close to helping all the businesses who need help. The hardest part is picking. So I have no goal. I put my fundraiser hat back on, and I'm just going out trying to get as much money as we can, because I know this: every dollar we get will give right back out. So whether I have a rich friend and I have to shame them on Twitter or I have to call businesses, I got to just raise as much money. And I keep saying the goal is infinity dollars, but unless the government gets involved and helps these people, we'll never have enough. So I'm not setting a goal. It's never enough. And I'm just going to keep driving, and try to raise as much as we can, because I know every single dollar is going to save a business, help a community, and help the family and the employees. So I'm not satisfied. I'm never going to be satisfied until the pandemic's done.
You know what, Dave, hearing you say that, you sound like a modern-day Buzz Lightyear, you know, to infinity and beyond. So if our viewers are watching right now and they're saying maybe they weren't familiar with this fund, maybe they've already donated, what is the best way to get involved right now?
So you can go to barstoolfund.com, and that'll have both. That's for people who want to donate, and that's also for small businesses who would like to apply for some help. And we tell people we'll be there throughout the pandemic, so it's not a one-time donation. We're going to be there month after month after month till this thing's gone. So that's the best way to do it.
All right, well, from the bottom of our hearts and everyone here at PA Live, thank you so much for all you're doing for all the businesses and everyone struggling in America right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, it was great to have you on PA Live, and you at home, stick around, because in a little bit later on the show, Chris and I were doing our very own in-studio pizza review inspired by El Presidente himself.
I got my local on.
After speaking with Dave Portnoy, you know, of Barstool Sports, we were inspired to do our very own pizza review right now, live on PA Live for all of you. So as El Presidente says all the time, all right,
Pizza review time! Today we're trying 3 pizzas from Sicilian Bella Festa in West Wyoming in Luzerne County. Now this pizza spot specializes in pan-fried Sicilian pizzas.
Reviews say that their recipe and baking technique gives the pizza a crispy caramelized bottom with a light and airy but yet soft crust.
Now, as Dave would say, these are not very traditional looking pizzas, not so much an American pie, but they do look fun. So in front of us now we have a regular red, a sweet garlic, and the 5-cheese blueberry dessert pie. Now this was just brought back yesterday by popular demand. Many of us saw it on social media, so we have to give it a try today. You know what time it is? 1 bite. Everyone knows the rules. Here we go. You already took a bite.
Oh, goodness. I did. I took the sweet garlic first. It's amazing. Goodness, we don't need to see it down here. Look at this into my mouth. This is literally so delicious.
The sweet garlic.
There's also a broccoli one on our plates. We didn't even think of that one.
I didn't know it was coming.
To say.
The blueberry one, this is the one everyone's talking about right now. So let's see.
Oh. Blueberry, how is it?
What? Oh, wait a minute. You gotta see what's in here.
Okay. Here, show it up. Here we are.
Eric, come zoom in on this, because look,
it's like cream cheese, all different. Here, hold it up. Show it. This is a dessert pizza that they used to have. It's allegedly been brought back by popular demand, and now people are requesting it like wildfire. That's just a dessert pizza. Now, I'm familiar with dessert pizza. Where I went to school in West Virginia, there was a place that had chocolate chip dessert pizza, and it was wonderful. I will tell you, this sweet garlic, I know my sister is watching right now, and Chess, you would love this. So that's great, but I'm going to jump to the next one.
Do you have a napkin over there? I'm a mess. Okay, this is so good, so flavorful. Now, Chris,
that worked.
Now, if you're familiar with Portnoy's 1-bite reviews, he gives each pizza place a number.
Yeah.
So he's actually graced our area several times with his presence, and he's given some pretty big ratings to places like Angelo's and Jerry's in Wilkes-Barre, and Ravello's Pizza and Cafe Rinaldi in Old Forge. Look at these scores. This is out of 10.
Well, what do you think, Haley? We've had, you know, some of those places. They're good scores?
Oh, I think they're very accurate, actually. It always seems like he gets it right.
But like you said, this is not the traditional pie that he usually does a review for. So this is kind of a skewed scale, but you know me. Look at that spread. I always want to give people a 10 out of 10, and honestly, I didn't even try this one yet, but I'm just assuming 10 out of 10.
I mean, the dessert one, you definitely have to be in the mood for the sweet dessert. But the regular one, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. So let's see, what's our one bite? Everyone knows the rules. Our final score for Sicilian Bella Festa, 10 out of 10.
I didn't even try the broccoli one.
We have plenty of pizza to eat, but hey, that's not all. It's all about the food on PA Live today.
So
Up
good.
next, Ty
So
Snyder's in the Wise Market's kitchen. He's making mac and cheese. Stay tuned.